Who am I? This simple question, composed of only 3 words, carries the weight of a lifetime. It echoes through our minds, demanding an answer, yet remaining elusive. We are a mystery to ourselves, a complex tapestry of experiences, thoughts, and emotions. To embark on self-discovery is to confront this mystery head-on. For some, identity is easily answered. They find comfort in labels and societal roles. But for others, the answer is complex. They feel a disconnect between who they should be and who they truly are. This is the journey of the Sigma male. He seeks not to conform, but to carve his own path, driven by curiosity to understand himself and his place in the universe. The concept of self is a slippery one, evading easy definition. It shifts and morphs depending on cultural context, philosophical leanings, and personal interpretations. In the West, we are often taught to view the self as an independent entity, separate from the world around us. We are individuals responsible for our own destinies, striving for personal achievement and fulfillment. Eastern philosophies, however, offer a different perspective. They emphasize interconnectedness, the idea that we are all part of a larger web of life. The self in this view is not a solitary entity, but an integral part of the cosmos, inseparable from the flow of energy and consciousness that permeates all things. These contrasting views highlight the complexity of defining the self. Is it something we are born with, an inherent essence that remains constant throughout our lives? Or is it something we create through our experiences, a fluid and ever-evolving construct shaped by our interactions with the world? We experience the world from within the confines of our own bodies, a perspective that can lead to what I call the skin-encapsulated ego. We become trapped in our own heads, consumed by our own thoughts and feelings, mistaking this limited perspective for the totality of existence. This ego, while serving as a necessary tool for navigating the world, can also become a prison. It erects walls between ourselves and others, fostering a sense of separation and isolation. We become fearful of anything that threatens our carefully constructed sense of self, clinging to our beliefs and biases, even in the face of contradictory evidence. This fear-driven clinging to the ego prevents us from truly experiencing the world in all its richness and complexity. It limits our capacity for empathy, compassion, and connection. To break free from this self-imposed prison, we must learn to transcend the ego, to recognize its limitations while harnessing its power for growth and transformation. Our understanding of self is not solely a product of internal reflection, but is profoundly shaped by the cultural waters in which we swim. From the moment we are born, we are immersed in a sea of beliefs, values, and expectations that mold our perceptions of ourselves and the world around us. In collectivist cultures, for example, identity is often defined by one's relationships with others, emphasizing interdependence and social harmony. Individualism, on the other hand, as often seen in Western cultures, prioritizes personal autonomy and self-reliance, encouraging individuals to forge their own paths and define success on their own terms. Neither perspective is inherently superior. They are simply different lenses through which to view the world. Recognizing these cultural influences is essential for understanding how our own sense of self has been shaped, and for developing a more nuanced and compassionate understanding of others. Section 5, a universe within, a universe without. Imagine for a moment the vastness of the universe, billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars stretching out in every direction, defying comprehension. Now consider this: within each of us, within the very fabric of our being, lies a universe just as vast, just as mysterious, just as awe-inspiring. We are not separate from this cosmic dance, but rather active participants. The atoms that make up our bodies were forged in the hearts of stars, remnants of ancient explosions that scattered the building blocks of life across the cosmos. We carry this cosmic history within us, a reminder of our interconnectedness with all things. To truly understand ourselves, then, we must look beyond the limitations of our individual egos and embrace the vastness of our cosmic heritage. We are not isolated beings, but rather expressions of a universal consciousness, a force that flows through all things, connecting us across time and space. against the world alone, it can blind us to the importance of community, collaboration, and the interconnected nature of our struggles and triumphs. Section 7. The Whispers of the Cosmos, an Intelligent Universe. What if the universe is not a cold, indifferent void, but rather a conscious entity, teeming with unseen forces and whispers of ancient wisdom? Mystical traditions speak of a universal consciousness, a divine spark within all things. This consciousness is the ground of our being, the source of our creativity and intuition. By opening ourselves to this possibility, we invite wonder and awe into our lives. We see the world as a place of infinite potential, woven with meaning and purpose. Section 8. Breaking Free. Transcending the Ego. The journey to self-discovery is, in essence, a process of transcending the ego. This is not to say that the ego is inherently bad or that we should seek to eliminate it entirely. The ego serves a valuable purpose, providing us with a sense of self-preservation and a drive to achieve our goals. However, when the ego becomes the sole arbiter of our thoughts, feelings, and actions, it limits our potential for growth, connection, and fulfillment. We become trapped in a cycle of self-centeredness, constantly seeking validation and gratification from external sources. To transcend the ego is not to deny its existence, but rather to loosen its grip on our sense of self. It is to recognize that we are more than our thoughts, more than our emotions, more than the stories we tell ourselves about who we are. Section 9. The Power of Introspection, a Journey Inward. The path to transcending the ego and uncovering our true selves lies in the often overlooked practice of introspection. In a world saturated with external stimuli, it is all too easy to become disconnected from our inner world, the realm of thoughts, feelings, and intuitions that hold the keys to our deepest truths. Introspection is not simply about thinking about ourselves. It is about cultivating a mindful awareness of our internal landscape, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment, and listening to the whispers of our intuition. This process can be uncomfortable at times, forcing us to confront aspects of ourselves that we may prefer to keep hidden. However, it is through this courageous exploration of our inner world that we begin to dismantle the false narratives we have constructed about ourselves and connect with the authentic self that lies beneath. Section 10. Embracing the Sigma, a life lived on your own terms. The Sigma male, in his pursuit of self-discovery, embodies this spirit of introspection and authenticity. He is not bound by societal expectations or predefined notions of masculinity, but rather forges his own path, guided by his own internal compass. He understands that true strength lies not in conformity, but in the courage to be different, to embrace his uniqueness, and to live a life true to his values. He is comfortable with solitude, using it as an opportunity for reflection and self-discovery. Yet he is also capable of deep connection and intimacy, recognizing that vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength. The Sigma male is a leader, not because he seeks power over others, but because he has mastered himself. He inspires by example, demonstrating the transformative power of self-awareness, authenticity, and a life lived on one's own terms. Unleashing your true potential. The journey to self-discovery is a lifelong process of growth and transformation. It is a call to authenticity, to shed the masks we wear and embrace who we are. This path requires courage and honesty, but it is a journey worth taking to uncover our true purpose and potential. So, who are you? Reflect deeply within yourself and ponder, do you harbor the essence of a Sigma male? Can you perceive the characteristics of a Sigma male emerging within you, even if just a faint glimmer? Embrace these traits, dedicate yourself to the journey of self-improvement and growth required to fully embody the Sigma male within you. Embrace your predetermined fate as the Sigma male you are destined to become, and let your innate qualities shine forth in all their glory.